أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين سيدنا وحبيبنا محمد الفاتح الخاتم وعلى آله وصحبه حق قدره ومقداره العظيم. We begin this exercise by attesting to the faith there is no deity worthy of worship except Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala alone, our cherisher, nourisher, and the sustainer of the whole universe, whom out of his infinite mercy, love, and compassion prolonged our lives to witness this day and this blessed time. May the Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant us the best of this ephemeral world and the hereafter. As usual, I'm going to continue from where our able stars Amawlaya Hafizahullah wa ra'ahu wa tawwala umrahu li naf'il ibad stopped last week, and I'm going to continue from where Al-Hajj Ibrahim Yes radiyallahu anhu wa radahu anna bihi amin is saying, Allah Allah ya ibadallahi, Allah Allah ya ibadallahi, wa khayru kulli turqi bil ijma'i طريقه أيضا بلا نزاع. الله 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 يا عباد الله، الله الله يا عباد الله، ويستحيل جمعها بالأخرى، أخسر بقائل به في الأخرى. الله 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 يا عباد الله، الله الله يا عباد الله، كذب وافترى على الإله جل، إني أقول إن ذا الورد بجل. الله 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 يا عباد الله، الله الله يا عباد الله، مولانا وقدوتنا وممدنا إلى الحق وإلى طريق مستقيم الحاج إبراهيم النس رضي الله عنه وأرضاه عن به آمين says, after making us understand the magnificent state and position of Sayyid Ahmad Tijani among the Sufi leaders and among saints at large, without with the exception of the prophets and the messengers of Rasulullah. He is now going to explain to us and make us understand the tremendous position of this glorious path of Tariqat Tijaniya. And he says, وخير كل الطرق بالإجماع طريقه أيضا بلا نزاع. وخير كل الطرق, the best of all the Sufi orders, or all the Sufi paths, the best and the most complete and closer of all the Sufi paths to attaining the pleasure of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, bil ijma'i, with a consensus agreement طريقه is his path أيضا بلا نزاع without any dispute. Yes. And ذلك فضل الله يؤتيه من يشاء. That is the favor of Allah and the blessing of Allah. He gives it to the one he wishes. The Sufis, the leaders of the Sufi paths, they they are much aware of the best tariqah, and they knew that the bearer of the leader or the leader of that tariqah is will be the seal of sainthood, and he will be the leader of that tariqah. So they already knew it. They already knew about his coming, and they already knew about the tariqah. So they pledged alliance to it and to him. There's a hikayah story of Sayyid Abdul Qadir Jilani, where he did all his possible best to attain the apex level of sainthood till he got to the last but one stage to attain the apex level. And then he was told, this position, no matter what you do, and no matter how hard you work, is not meant for you. This is the stage or the level of Khatmul Wilaya, the seal of the sainthood. So he succumbed and then assimilated and comprehended and was sufficient and got satisfied with the position he has got into. So it is known, bila nizai, without any dispute, without any dispute, it is known like that, to be like that. The reason why he said Aidan is that he has already explained to you that in the previous stanzas that Sayyid Ahmad al-Tijani is the best of all the is the best among the leaders of the Sufi path. So his path as well is the best path. Since he is the best among the shuyukhs of Tariqah, then his Tariqah is also the best. That's why I said Ayban. There is Sayyid Ahmad Fatha said in a qasida or in a in a line, وإن قيل هل للأحمدية فانصها فقل لا لا من أول وهلتي. If someone approaches you inquiring whether there is a tariqah similar or better than that of the tariqah Tijaniya, don't hesitate. Tell him from the onset that la la, there isn't and there isn't. There isn't any tariqah closer to it, and neither there is a tariqah above it. It is the best of all. And he said, وَيَسْتَحِيلُ جَمْعُهَا بِأُخْرَى. هذه الطريقة يستحيل جمعها أي بأي طريقة من الطرق يستحيل جمعها. It is impossible for a one to merge this tariqah with any other, with another tariqah. As in, he is reciting the litanies of tariqah Tijaniya, and he's also at the same time reciting the litanies of another tariqah. It is not possible. It is not possible at all. The reason why it is not possible is that one must concentrate on one thing and do it well. If the door should be open to people to be merging the awrad of tariqat tijaniya with the awrad of other tariqas, there's a tendency or possibility of them concentrating on one and leaving the other, which is not so. It's a promise that one has taken, one has swore, and then pledged that he will be reciting a certain awrad till his death. For that matter, he should stick to it. If it is Tijaniya, let it be Tijaniya. If it is Qadiriya, let it be Qadiriya. This is not, this condition is not only in Tijaniya. This condition is a condition in the rest of the Sufi orders as well. In Qadiriya, they have the same condition. When you are in Qadiriya, you should be a Qadiriya. Don't merge it with any other tariqah. When you are Shaziliya, you should be reciting the awrad of Shaziliya. Don't merge it with any other tariqah. This is known to all the Sufi orders, not only Tariqat Tijaniya. Why? Because we want your attention to be at one place. Your focus should be on one thing. When your focus is on one thing, when your focus and all your hard work is on a specific awrad of a specific path, you do it well, and you will get to your destination very fast. That's the destination of knowing Allah and annihilating in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You get that one very fast. But when you merge them, you are not going to get the results, and then you are not even going to continue. And Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam said in the hadith of Nana Aisha radiallahu anha, أحب الأعمال إلى الله أدومها وإن قل. The best or the most likable deeds to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala are the ones that are consistently practiced, even if it is small. So let's pay attention to one path, do it well. Let's pay attention to one path, which is our tariqah, and then put all our concentration on it and put all our effort in it, and inshallah we are going to benefit from its oceans of graciousness and its oceans of bounties. So يستحيل جمعها للأخرى بأخرى. It is impossible for it to be merged with uh, another tariqah. And I've explained to you the reason why. For you to have one focus and for you to pay attention to one awrad in order for you to reach your destination very fast. There are some people who have claimed that it is possible for them to merge it with another tariqah or with another Sufi path. And they made their claims so laudable, and they gave a death year to the condition of not merging it with another tariqah. So what I'm about to explain, Sheikh Ibrahim is going to explain to you these people, their end, and then their true colors for you to know them, in order for you to also abstain from having such a thought, even if you have it. And he said, أخسر بقائل به في الأخرى. The one who ceases to be okay, and the one who says it is okay for it to be merged with another tariqah, and there is nothing wrong with that, is indeed a loser in the hereafter, because he has promised to comply with certain rules and regulations, and then he hasn't fulfilled those rules and regulations. Because before being initiated, all these rules will be highlighted for you to know them before you are initiated. And you will be asked, do you agree? You say yes. Are you sure? Yes. Are you sure? Yes. Before you will be initiated. So after being initiated, and then you have come back claiming that you have attained a certain level of understanding in the in ma'arifah, and then you see nothing wrong with merging the tariqah with another tariqah. It means you have not stick to the promise you've made, and you have not stick to your vow. So that such a person is a loser on the day of Qiyamah. He will answer yes. وَلْيُوفُوا نُذُورَهُ, as Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in Quran. And the other one I've forgotten. So such a person, كذب, he has lied by proclaiming and claiming that it is possible, or there is nothing wrong with merging it, the Tariqah Tijaniya, with another Tariqah. He has lied. وافترى, he has lied. He has said something that isn't it. على الإله, he has lied and putting words, or he has lied and said what and made statement on Allah which isn't the fact. إني أقول إن ذا الورد بجل. Sheikh Ibrahim radiallahu anhu waradahu an nabi amin, saying, I'm saying emphatically, inni aqulu, I'm saying emphatically for all glories to understand. For I'm saying emphatically for all the adherents of this glorious path to understand and to be rest assured that إن هذا الورد إن ذا الورد بجد. This wird of Tariqat Tijaniya without any equivocation is the best among the rest. Yes, for because of what it entails of graciousness, merits, and then profound knowledge of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It came last and it is the best. Its litanies are not much or many compared to the others, but it gets you, it takes one nearer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala within a shortest period of time. It takes one near closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala within a shortest period of time. Yes, you recite this word as you have been saying, your litanies, in morning, you see your lazim in morning, your morning litanies, istighfar 100 times, salatu ala nabi 100 times, la ilaha illallah 100 times. Also, in our previous lessons, we have highlighted the merits and the importance of istighfar, salatu ala nabi, la ilaha illallah. You see that morning and you see that evening, and you sit for wazifa. روضة من رياض الجنة. نعم. إذا مررتم برياض الجنة فارتعوا. Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, if you pass by a garden of paradise, don't just pass by, enter into it and then harvest harvest what you are able to harvest. And the companions asked Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam, what is the garden of Jannah? Meanwhile, we are in the world. And he said, Hilakul Zikr, circles of remembrance of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Wherever you see people circled, remembering Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, join them and remember Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala with them. Thus, such a gathering or such a place is a garden of paradise. So one gets this opportunity every day, daily, of sitting in the garden of paradise to remember Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, فَاذْكُرُونِي أَذْكُرُكُمْ, remember me and I will remember you. Or mention my name and I will mention your name. مَنْ ذَكَرَنِي فِي نَفْسِي ذَكَرْتُهُ فِي نَفْسِي. Whoever mentioned my name in his heart, I will mention his name in my kingdom. Yes, we don't say in the heart of Allah. We don't give that such explanation or such direct translation. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will mention his name in his tremendous kingdom. وَمَنْ ذَكَرَنِي فِي مَلَئٍ, and whoever mentioned or remember my name or remember me or proclaim me in a gathering, I will mention um, his name in a gathering better than his, better than the gathering he mentioned and remembered me. That's the assembly of Malaika, the assembly of angels. And we all know they are more than us. Yes, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is going to mention your name to the angels. You get this merit. You get this profound blessings and then graciousness. Then we have ذكر الجمعة, the Haylal. Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, إن في يوم الجمعة ساعة. On the day of Friday, there is a time of accepting prayers, the time of mustajaba, whereby if one is successful by getting opportunity to pray at this time, his prayers will be answered. Scholars said this time is after Asr, ما بين العصر وصلاة المغرب, is between Asr and Maghrib. And that is the time we sit for Haylala. That is a prescribed time for Haylala. So as a murid of Tijaniya, of Tariqat Tijaniya, on every Friday, you have this task to accomplish. So it means every Friday you get the opportunity uh, of praying for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to answer your prayers. And you know, normally the Allahumma anta al-awwal falaysa qablaka shay'un starts immediately, or yeah, it starts just a few minutes before the adhan. Sa'atul ijaba. Allahumma anta al-awwal falaysa qablaka shay'un wa anta al-akhir you are praying, and Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam said that is the time of answering prayers. So you get all these benefits, you get all these merits. And Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, Tuba liman wujida fi sahifatihi istighfar. Imagine every day you have, and Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, glad tidings be unto the one whom whose sheet of deeds, who istighfar is found on the sheet of his deeds. You go to Akhirah without zunub. And just imagine, in the morning you say your istighfar, in the evening you say your istighfar, you sit for wazifa and so on. Such graciousness, such blessings, such an opportunity. So that's why Sheikh Ibrahim said, Inni akulu inna dhalbrita bajat. I'm saying to you, oh dear Murids, emphatically, this virit bhajan is very tremendous, is very profound, and is the best among the rest. We pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to uh, guide us and make it easy for us. So ولازما أذكار هذا الورد. Oh you مريد, لازما أذكار هذا الورد. Be steadfast, be, be conscious to the litanies of this tariqah. Make sure take it very serious. Don't play with it. Uh, uh, Sheikh Ibrahim, yes, رضي الله عنه, said إذ لعمري للوصول تهدي, because I swear by the one whom my life is in his hands. للوصول تهدي. This litanies, the wusul, the closeness, or the nearness you want to get to, get to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, these litanies will lead you very fast. You want to know Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You want to appreciate the real meaning of La ilaha illallah. You want to enjoy the fruits and then the core, the seed of La ilaha illallah. Stick to this word. Be steadfast on this word. Say it on time. Say it daily, and you will see yourself over there. You will see yourself there. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make it easy for us. I will stop here. Whatever I've said, it's right. Whatever I've said right is a favor of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and the hard work of my teachers. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala increase them in knowledge. And wherever I've erred is my mistakes, is my shortcomings, is my ignorance. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgive us all and grant us a beneficial knowledge. إلى وقت اللقاء اللهم إن شاء الله. والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.